Hi, I'm Justin Hahn of Byron Center, Michigan. I'm 21 years old and a 2008 graduate of South Christian High School. For the past 2 years I've been at the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. But before that I spent 2 months working for an orphanage that is run by Set Free Ministries of Grand Rapids, Michigan. The orphanage was in Kimberley, Kenya. When I was there I spent most of my time building mud huts and digging springs for fresh drinking water for the local population. While we were there, I was a part of 3 home builds and two spring constructions. But the defining moment for my trip was actually after the trip, when I was on my way home. I had a 17 hours flight from Africa to Europe, and then from Europe to the United States. And while I was on the flight, I spent a lot of time replaying my trip in my head. And you know, by all accounts, it was wildly successful. You know, we had 3 homes and 2 springs, but in my mind, I left with an unsatisfactory feeling about what we had done. In my mind, we hadn't accomplished everything we set out to do. But if you fast forward to January of this year, I was planning a trip back to the same orphanage for some guys on the football team with me at the Naval Academy. And I was on the phone with Dean Vandermeer a lot planning this trip. And I got the idea in my head and stuck in there. I think it was a calling from God that I should make this trip more than the 10 weeks or 10 days or 2 weeks that we were planning on. And it didn't go away. I kind of tried to sequester it and put it away, but it didn't. Finally, in April 2011, it was April 9 at 2 in the morning, I called Dean Vandermeer. I couldn't sleep, and I said, "Dean, I'm ready to go. Can you use me? Can I help?" And the ball started rolling from there. I didn't know if the Navy would allow me to go. I really had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I started asking the right questions and pulling the right strings, and here I am. I'm a special programs coordinator for Set Free Ministries in East Africa. And a lot of people ask me, what do you want to accomplish over the next year, the next period you're in Africa? And I relate back to that unsatisfactory feeling I had last time I left. I wanted to leave a lasting, long-term change, and I want to be, a part of that. So to answer that question, to answer them now, I say I want to be a catalyst for long-term change. Specifically, I want to be a catalyst for long-term change in the area of self-sustainability for our orphanages and for our community centers over there. Secondarily, I want to be a catalyst for engagement on the part of people from West Michigan, United States, to people in East Africa. And finally, I want to be a catalyst for people's personal walk of faith with Christ.